welcome to Card Design Thursday. And so we're going to try to do 2 cards tonight because, you know, I kind of forgot Father's Day is coming this weekend and you might want a quick idea for a Father's Day card. My father passed away and sadly I don't have a father-in-law either. So, yeah, and then we're going to do, the first card we're going to do is a special card and it's for hashtag Pray for Pulse. And, it just saddens me greatly, the tragedy that happened in Orlando. And no matter what your beliefs are, you know, I may not condone the lifestyles of people, but that doesn't mean I don't love the people. And I greatly love everybody. So I want to be able to show some support. So with that being said, we're going to use a stamp set. If I could find what I did with it. We're going to be using May stamp set anchored. And I swear, what happened? Oh, there it is. We're going to be using some of these. I had planned on using the daisies, but I really think I want to use this today. And then we're going to be using the distress markers that I got from Tim Holtz. So, and what you need is a piece of white cardstock and then a card base. And I just cut some cardstock out that was 4.5 by 8 and then folded in half, and it makes your A2 size card. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is take our crayons, and I'm just going to go down the line with the colors, and we're just going to lightly color over it. I'm using the back of an envelope as a kind of like scratch thing so I don't get crayon everywhere. But oh man, these things are so smooth. They just color so smooth. And actually I'm using a piece of the watercolor paper that came with the crayons. I bought the kit. So that is the Festive Berries. We're just going to lay this right down beside it. This is an orangey color. I want to make sure I have room to get all of them on there. And then this one is Rusty Hinge. So you see, this is simple. We're just coloring. And this one is Fossilized Amber. It's really kind of a yellow color. It's really pretty. Sorry, I don't mean to not talk while I'm coloring. I love to color. And these are nice. They just lay down so nicely. You have to be careful with them. This is called Peeled Paint, and it's a green color. Okay. And the blue color is called Shipped Sapphire. Ooh, it's real in the dark. But we're going to lighten these colors up a little bit, and I'll show you how in just a minute. Okay. One more color to go. And this one is called Seedless Preserves. It's kind of a purplish color. I like this color. Okay. And let's go back in with, I really like this orangey color, so let's lay this down by the purple instead of going back to the Festive Berries. Now, we can leave that the way it is, but, you know, I'm not going to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a baby wipe or something, you know, something like that, or you can use a paintbrush, roll it up, and all you're going to do is you're going to go across and blend the colors. And just bring it down each time. Just keep bringing the color down. And these aren't very wet, so I might have to go back over these a little bit. And you just blend in the colors. Bring the colors down. See, like this? You can bring the color down. But get a new piece of wipe each time you, if you want to go back over something, because you will blend the colors all in together. Whoops. I'm not sure I'm liking this on the watercolor paper as much as I thought I would. See, it does blend, and they're really pretty colors. Let's see. I want to go back over this right here a little bit. Get a clean edge and blend that. Yeah, that's better. Going to blend that like that. And I got some white spots in here, so I'm just going to go in and feel where I've seen some white spots. Well, my wipes are tearing up. There we go. Now, I saw May do this, and I love the way her card turned out. It was really pretty. And the more I keep wiping on this, the more I like this one too. I just didn't quite get enough on the edges. There we go. Okay. So that's how it looks now. Now, one thing that I saw May do, and she said it was really important to do this, is take your wipe and go down the edges here like that and wipe off the excess wax, because these do have wax in them. And that way you won't get all over your cards and everything else while you're trying to make something while you're stamping. Okay? So I like the way that turned out. Now I'm going to move this out of the way so we don't get crayon. And then I can have a mixed media envelope too. Okay, so I am going to put it on this blue. I thought I was going to put it on the blue card base, but you know, I'm not thinking I'm liking that blue card base. Let me get some yellow paper here. I cut some other colors just to see which one I would like the best. Yes, I think I like it on that. So I'm just going to go over here. Bend that down a little bit more. Make sure it is even. Burnish it down. Okay. Alrighty. So then, yes, I think I like the yellow. What do y'all think? Think you like the yellow better? I do. So, now, and it dries really fast. So now we're going to use some of this. And, you know, we want to send a message of hope and of love and caring to the families and loved ones of Pulse. So, I'm thinking of doing this hope here, and then an anchor here, and it says hope anchors the soul. And I think that if anything, that's what that crowd right now needs, is hope. Hope for tomorrow. And I think I'm going to use my VersaFine ink. You can find this at Michael's, but you can also find it at May. and that's where I usually buy all my stuff from. And let's see, where do we want this? And you can stamp right on this, so. Okay. Try to lay it down straight. And ink it up. Okay. Let's take it off the card base. I think we're going to put it down here. Stamp, press, let it soak in, the ink soak in. Oh, I like the way that looks. Okay. And just take my wipe and wipe the ink off of it. Baby wipes are great to clean your stamps with. I will say, I love May May stamps. Don't use StazOn. They're so hard on your stamps, and it's so hard to get off. Although, if you can never get it and it's in stock, if you go to Brutus Monroe, he has this wonderful stamp cleaner called Squeaky Clean. Oh my gosh, that stuff is the best. Okay, so now we're going to ink up our sentiment. And we're just going to put it on top here. Well, I think that's pretty. Let me wipe off my stamps. I always try to clean my stamps right away. Well, at least my acrylic stamps, because yeah, I hate it when they get stained, and I know they're going to, especially if they're good quality stamps like May May's. They're gonna stain sometimes because of the ink, the way they're made. They're polymer. So there is that. I just love the way that looks. Okay, so now I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and we're going to glue it onto the back of the card form. Trying to eyeball it. And I love how fast all this dries. And that's why I love this right here, this art glitter glue stuff. Whew. It's because it dries so quickly. I mean, it leaves you enough time to make adjustments and stuff, but it dries really good and it works really well. Okay, so there's our card. Hope anchors the soul. And this is my card for, and I'll be sending this to hashtag Prayers for Pulse. And so, I don't think I'm going to do that. Anyway, so I'm just going to write little encouraging messages. So that's card number 1. And that was just really simple, quick, and easy. And guys, if you don't have the distress crayons, that's okay. If you have other, like, I mean, you can use the Crayola kind of, the Slick Sticks, or Michaels, or whatever. You don't have to have the distress ink crayons to work. You can also use watercolor paint to do one of these. So, anyway, so that's just real quick and simple there. So, and I encourage let me just say this real quick. I encourage you all to make a card, hashtag Prayer for Pulse, because, you know, we need to come together, the human race, period. We need to come together, recognize that we may not all be the same, we may not all have beliefs, but we're all human beings. And God created every single one of us. And He loves us, every single one of us. And no matter what you believe or you don't believe, we still need to treat people with dignity and kindness and love and respect. So I just encourage you to make a card for hashtag prayer for Pulse, and I'll put a link below where you can get involved with that. Okay? All right. So enough of preaching now. Let's move on to Father's Day. So here is the Father's Day card that I created. And I used some of the stuff from Target. I used some stuff from my stash. And I used some stuff from G's Embellishment Emporium. That's the inside right there. So let's get started making this one. So what you're going to need is a card base, which I already made. And this is just blue. And an embellishment, something like this. I only had one anchor, so this time I'm using the ship's wheel with the twine. I used some of the washi tape that came from the Target Dollar Spot with a nautical theme. And then I used my new Mix Miage Spellbinders die here to cut out the sentiment part. It says Happy Father's Day. But you can cut a square anywhere, you know, from anything. I used this stamp here from Hobby Lobby. It's called Sea Fan. And that was really pretty. And I actually got this to recreate a card from that G did. And Gareth on his YouTube channel. So I haven't even done that yet. But then I also used the Brutus Monroe Gradient Chalk ink pad. That's what I used to stamp the sentiment and the Sea Fan on the inside. And then a piece of corrugated cardstock, or, you know, sorry guys, my camera stopped videotaping for a minute, but at least I caught it before I finished the whole card. So what I was saying is, this is the paper pad that I used right here for the corrugated stuff. It is the printed corrugated paper pad. It's by Hobby Lobby, but I got it at Ollie's for $2.99 a long time ago. So anyway, you're gonna need that, and then just some stamps. I think I showed you those, or did I show you the stamps? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let me get started, and we'll just put this together, and I'll show you what I did along the way. So first of all, we're just going to work with this little piece right here first, because I like to do all the parts and then put them together when you have more than one part. So the first thing I'm doing on this is we're going to take some washi tape from this collection that I got from the Nautical collection at Target, and just go along the side. I counted like 3 little lines in. One thing about this corrugated stuff, it helps you keep everything on line and straight. And then I just wrapped it around the back. Okay, so now we're going to glue our little piece on the cardboard, or the corrugated thing. Now, I glue the piece on first, and then I worry about this later. So what I'm using, of course, is my art glitter glue, and it does glue wood pieces on. I mean, as you can see, this is glued really good. I mean, it's not coming off. So let's put some glue on here. Try to keep the, and I just put enough around to make sure that it sticks really good. And if it comes off, it's okay. It dries clear. Woo. And of course, I get it all over my hands all the time. So I'm just going to line that the middle of the ship's wheel right in the middle of the washi tape here, and press. Hold that for a couple of seconds. Okay, and see, it's already glued down. Oops. Like I said, I got some glue squishing out, but that's okay. It will dry. Now, to get this to stay right or lay right, I just pulled it taut. I took my glue tape runner here, and I just went down the middle of the washi with it, and then just laid this down on the glue strip. Voila! It stays. Okay, so we got that. Then this is my little sentiment here, and I just did Happy Father's Day on it. And what I did was I stamped this, I couldn't stamp it all on one line. So what I did was, let me just show you real quick here. I taped off, because I didn't want a chance on getting it messy. I taped off the word happy. I left it up first, and then I just inked the word happy and then stamped it. And then I moved over to day, and I put a piece of tape on here just so that Father's would be showing. And then I just taped both of these up and did day later. I know it's a hassle. I have some individual letters, but I hate how they do it. And like I said, I used Brutus Monroe Gradient Chalk ink on this. And what I did was I just took the ink pad and went around the edges of it, and then just brought in just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit like that. And so we're going to put that in the middle of the card. So let's get that glued on. There we go. And I'm just going to try to look for the middle and just kind of eyeball it. So this is what we got so far. Then on this one I put two little fish stickers. I don't know if I have anything small like that. I do. Okay, this is the same set of stickers that I got. I got these from Tuesday morning a long time ago. I'm finally using them. So I'm just going to stick this little compass right here in the edge. Right there. Like that. And we'll do a little lighthouse at the bottom. So that's how that looks. And it looks kind of cool. It almost looks like little brads. So before we put this on the card, then I cut 2 pieces of white cardstock to go on the insides right here. And I stamped. Make sure you stamp it before you put it in your card. It's just so much easier. So I took my fan stamp and I inked it up with the Brutus Monroe ink and stamped it here. And I love how it goes from green to blue to dark blue. So that's just to kind of give it some dimension and life in the card. This would be hard to write on. You wouldn't be able to see it. So we're just going to glue this down, and this just kind of carries the theme over. So let's glue this page down. Oh, and these, the cardstock here, I cut 4 inches by 5 inches, because this is 4.5 this way and 5.5 this way. So I just cut 1/2 inch off. So I made it easy to remember. 4 by 5. And let's just scoot this down here. Whoops, scoot it down a little bit more. There we go. Sometimes my eyeball don't do too good. There. Okay. And then what I did on this side, if you remember, I got these cool looking buttons and stuff from G's Embellishment Emporium, and I just glued it down already, just to save time, with my art glitter glue, and it's really holding good. And we're going to put that down on here. But before I do that, we're going to stamp a sentiment, and this says, "Wishing you the wonderful day that you deserve." And this is I got this in a set, I think, from Michaels. It actually came with a Mother's Day set. So it does for Father's Day too. And I'm going to take, you know, I have the dark blue, the middle blue, and the green over here. And I'm just going to take my stamp and line it up in the middle so that I hit all those colors. And then I'm going to take my little wipe here and wipe off where I hit the edges of it so we don't get messy edges. Okay. And straighten this up, and we're just going to eyeball the middle here. Or not quite the middle, but there you go. And I love how it's the different color inks and stuff. So this dries pretty soon. Oh, let me put this lid on, because you know what? I'll leave it off and I'll stick my hand in it. Okay. And you do know that when you store your inks, you should store them upside down. That was actually a little tip that came on the box of ink. So anyway, so if you'd like to recreate this card, make sure you visit some of the people that I use their products for. Christopher Allen over at Brutus Monroe, and MayMayMadeIt.com, and yeah, I think that's it. G's Embellishment Emporium. Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this and try to get it as even as possible with this other one. There we go. So, there you go. Whoops, we got a blank card. We got the insides done. Now, all we're going to do is just take some glue and glue the corrugated cardboard down on top. And I do use a good amount of glue. I am almost out, but never fear. Have a backup bottle back there. I try never to run out of art glitter glue. Ever since I found it, I try not to run out of it. Okay, so we're going to eyeball this and put it in the middle. There we go. So there we go. I think that's a cute little Father's Day card. And I'm probably going to give one of these to my brother and one of these to my son-in-law. I forgot about that. So there you go. Quick, easy, and simple. Not very hard at all. If you, these actually came from Michaels at the $1.50 spot. The stickers came from Tuesday Morning, but you can use any kind of little stickers there. And this came from G's Embellishment Emporium. And this stamp came from Hobby Lobby, and this one came from Michaels. So, I mean, they're really easy, and I'm sure everybody's got some kind of Father's Day stamp or something like that. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you for watching the Card Design Thursday. And if you like these cards, give them a thumbs up. And if you'd like to try them, please do so and show me pictures when you get through doing them. I would love to see what you created. You don't have to follow what I did exactly. You create your own. But this is just to give you a little idea of some things quick and simple that you can make cards with. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye.